You know what's so great about success, gentlemen, and I want you to keep this in mind. Success is the cure-all revenge to everything. You know that ex who really upset you, who broke your heart, and she has a new man now and she seems happy? She wouldn't be happy if you got a lot richer. If you got a bunch richer after you broke up and in better shape and famous, if she saw you and goes, wow, he didn't have a six-pack and arms like that when I was with him. He didn't drive a car like that when I was with him. Look at him now. I really wish I didn't leave him and go with this other guy. I wish I stayed with him. Before you know it, she'd hate her current husband and want you back. Success is the best revenge. It's the best revenge on your school teachers who didn't believe in you. It's the best revenge on your boss who used to boss you around. It's the best revenge on all those women who don't fucking reply to you anymore. It's the revenge on everyone. It's the cure-all, the silver bullet. The only thing you have to focus on is winning. If you win everything. You don't have to play all these little games. You don't have to try and get your ex back or upset her or be petty or send her stupid messages. You need to fucking get rich. Then all of the work is done. I automatically win in every scenario because of how successful I am. If I break up with a woman, I win. I win because she will never get another me. We win. Success is the ultimate final victory in all things. Don't you want revenge on the people who didn't believe in you? Don't you want revenge on your enemies? Don't you want revenge on everybody who abandoned you? People who thought you were worth nothing and worthless? Don't you want them to finally feel the sting of regret? Don't you want them to come across your Instagram profile after a few short years, see the life you're living and the man you've become, and to hate themselves? Don't you want your exes begging? Nothing makes me happier than the girls I haven't seen in years popping up again begging for another shot. There's nothing more beautiful than them messaging you, been a while. Fucking skank, shut up. It certainly has. That's winning. And you can win one way. Success is the only possible route to revenge. And if you go through life without taking revenge on those who wronged you, you're a perpetual perma-victim. If you're not out here becoming successful to get revenge on the people who didn't believe on you, you're a perma-victim who is nothing but a prey for predators. Are you going to live 70 long years with nobody who ever wrongs you regretting that decision? You're going to be 70 years old and everybody who ever treated you badly is going to be glad they did, because they're going to think of you as a scumbag. They're going to think, I'm glad I don't talk to him anymore. I'm glad I left that guy. I'm glad I never believed in him. And they're going to be right. And you don't have motivation to go try, so they feel some regret. You want to just be the laughing stock of everybody who's ever interacted with you ever, and you lack motivation somehow? You don't have a six-pack, big arms, a bunch of money, a Lambo. You have none of those things, and all the people who ever said you were a fucking loser were right? That's how you're going to live your life as a man? It is go time. It always has been. It always will be. It's perpetual. It's never ending. Do you understand the difference? Do you understand there is a new level of life to unlock? Do you understand that everybody who has ever wronged you is currently laughing at you? If you don't feel like going to the gym and you don't feel like joining the real world, you don't feel like making money, let me say this to you. Everybody who ever wronged you is currently laughing at you because you are not more successful than them. They were right. Everybody is laughing at you. Behind your back, you're a man. Have some dignity. Have some honor. Stand up. Everyone is making fun of you. And the only possible revenge is success. It should be all you think about. It should be all you do. It doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody's coming. No one's going to save you. You need to do it. Yourself. Just you. By yourself. Get up and do it. Otherwise, they're going to be right. You're going to lose your youth. You're going to lose your energy. You're going to lose your chi. You're going to become an old man. You're going to sink into a chair. And you would have lived your entire life as a fucking joke. And if that doesn't motivate you to try, if that will not motivate you to do something simple like press buttons on a keyboard to get a power level which will affect the money in your bank, then you are born to lose.
Yeah, and also it's legal, clean, happy revenge. I mean, people are vengeful people, and you hear all these stupid stories of idiots or murdering their old friends, or people beating people up who owe them money, or people, attacking women who don't like them, people up their school. This is a misdirected use of force. It is a misdirected use of force. The fucking losers, and that's what they are, losers who Andrew and I hate and do not condone. The losers who do things like shoot up their school. All right, now you're in prison for the rest of your life or dead. You misdirected your anger. Because let me tell you something. You didn't like the football players who picked on you. You didn't like the women who rejected you. I get that you hated school, but the clean, legal, happy way to live the rest of your life in joy and get revenge is to become successful. If the skinny guy who got picked on for being whatever he is in high school somehow became a banking executive with millions of dollars and big arms and a six-pack and a luxury fucking Maybach with a driver to drive him around in, 99% of those student athletes who made no money, all of those women who got fat and got ugly, will be like, I went to school with that guy.
That's the revenge, gentlemen. Do you know what winners do? Winners are constantly searching for opportunities. Winners are looking, trying to find. We're scouting, we're foraging, we're looking. How can I win here? How can I make some money? We're always searching. I remember before I was globally renowned, when I was a fringe micro celebrity on the internet, people found me and they believed in me. And they're like, have you heard of this guy, Andrew Tate? He only has 4,000 followers, but he's really smart. And I believe in him. Do you have any idea how high their power level is now? Do you have any idea how much money they've made now? Do you have any idea how much money they've made in Bitcoin when I was telling them to buy it at $2,000?
How much their life has changed, what shape they're in?
Do you have any idea how fantastic their life is? Because they were looking for me. Neo is looking for Morpheus. Morpheus isn't looking for Neo. Neo's looking for him. And you're still sitting there going, When a winner would have found me before I was even easy to find, you are now being slapped in the face with an opportunity and still not taking action. And you wonder why you fucking lose. I cannot remember the last time I won anything unless I was winning by force. There's no easy ride to the end. There's no democratic, smooth sailing, fair election, liberal bullshit versus conservative, we won the vote crap to the end goal. You're only ever going to win by force. So even if you're living in the West, when you understand you're living in a false democratic system, your mind must be an absolute monarchy where your commands are instantly obeyed and you instantly comply with your own mind. If your mind says, I'm going to train today, your body must instantly comply with the overlord, which is your intention. You know, people talk about motivation all the time, and I'm tired of getting asked this fucking question. Let me explain something to you about motivation. If you felt like doing something and you didn't do it, you were never motivated. How you feel has absolutely nothing to do with motivation. Motivation can be measured purely by the action in and of itself. Did you take action? If so, you were motivated enough to do it. Even if you didn't want to do it, even if you hated the idea of doing it and was resentful about the fact you had to do it, that is motivation.
Because when you look at words like procrastination, they give big fancy titles for this. What procrastination is essentially is wanting and needing and knowing that you must do something and disobeying yourself. That's the most ridiculous thing in the world, because if you can't listen to yourself, how do you expect anyone else to ever listen to you? If you can't listen to your own commands, you have no chance of having authority over everybody else, because people can smell it. They can tell a dosser when they see one.
So in a democratic society, if you're unhappy with your ruler, you simply try and vote for somebody else, assuming democracy is real, which we know it isn't. In a kingdom, in an absolute monarchy, if you're unhappy with your ruler or you're unhappy with the country, you leave. And I think men at home today need to be absolute monarchs over their lives, and anyone who's unhappy with your leadership has every right to leave. Let's imagine this. You're an absolute monarch of your life. You say what you want to do, you say how you want it to be, you say how you're going to live, you get it done. If a woman decides to stick by you with your absolute instruction and command, then she believes in your leadership. If she leaves you because you are not bending or breaking to her will, because there's an absolute monarchy that you own, that she is living within, then you're going to find yourself very, very lonely. So a great way to measure your capability as a man is to wake up and say, this is the life I want to live, this is how I'm going to live it, this is what I'm going to do, and see who's sticking around beside you afterwards. So you can live with absolute monarchy and reign as a king, and you're going to find out a lot about your capability, not only from women, but from men too. What men want to stick by you when you say, look, this is how I'm going to live my life. This is what needs to be done. This is the life I'm going to live. If you're going to have the mentality of a democracy and start sitting around with your girlfriend or your friends and talking about what maybe should you do, you're now spending all your potential energy infighting in a bullshit civil war instead of actually focusing on the tasks at hand. And this is why people fail. Monarchies are built on the faith in the king himself. Democracies are actually based on the forever promise of a better future. Democracies are based on the fact that you have an idiot ruling you now, but don't worry, you get to get rid of the idiot and replace him with somebody competent later. And of course, another idiot wins, and you get told, don't worry, at the next chance, you get to get the idiot out. A king has an obligation to his constituents, which is why you need the mindset of a king for the exact same reason. You now have an obligation to the people who believe in you. You now have an obligation to yourself. You can no longer delay it. You can no longer procrastinate. You can no longer live in the promise of a better tomorrow, of a perfect future. There is right now, and you have obligations you must fulfill. By fulfilling your obligations to yourself, you default fulfill your obligations to everybody who believes in you and cares about you and loves you and relies on you. You're not trying to get strong and get rich just to buy dumb shit. You're doing that because you owe it to yourself. You're doing that because it's going to please your ancestors and please God and please the universe. And by extension, you are automatically going to become more valuable to everybody else who believes in you, which strengthens your kingdom, strengthens your absolute authority. And there are some times in life as a man, you need absolute authority to be effective. If this house sets on fire, I need to be able to say to my woman, get up, run. I don't have time for her to say why. Where's the fire? Maybe you can put it out. My friend's boyfriend didn't yell at her like that. There's no time. I gave a command and I expect to be obeyed because it allows me to save her life and mine. If you do not have absolute authority over the people you are providing and protecting, you are not actually effective as a leader at all.
What you have to look at is the price that you pay for procrastination and the price you pay for a lack of assertiveness in your life. In England, this dream of, oh, it's going to get better under this guy. Oh, we can vote him out. Let's get better under this guy. Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, David Cameron, and we just run through this endless series of morons. The price you pay is a wasted life because we only get one spin at this. And if you throw it away, you've thrown everything away.
There's nothing more beautiful than absolute accountability as a man. Absolute accountability for all things, both the good and the bad, to blame absolutely everything on themselves. I promise you, if you stop making excuses, you stop waiting and praying for some kind of better future, and you wake up every day and say, all of the good in my life is my fault, and all of the bad in my life is my fault, and I'm the only one who can fix this. It's never going to get better by itself. It's never going to be easy. I have to win by force. I must force myself and my mind to brutally perform. There is a degree of comfort that comes when you understand that the power is within your own hands. I like monarchies because I like that there is a ruler. And all the good and all the bad that happens is one person's fault. In your life, that should be you. In the country you live in, it should be somebody you have faith in. You're not going to argue with yourself about what mentality you should have or how you should implement a mindset to be most combatively effective if you're already working the best. You're not going to doubt your mind if you're already massively successful in all realms. How can you tell me that my mindset is wrong and the way I think and act is not the correct way to be a man if I ruthlessly outperform everybody? Why would I want the mentality of these little trolls who nobody even knows who they are? Why would I want to adopt the thinking of sad losers when I can be a competent, capable, and happy winner? If you start to succeed in the way you need to succeed, you will no longer doubt your thinking patterns. Why would you go to a therapist and beg them to change the way you think and feel if it was leading you to where you wanted to go? If the way you thought and the way you felt, even if it wasn't a positive feeling, was giving you the results that you wanted, you would still want to retain that mindset. Isn't it beautiful for a man to turn up, try his absolute best, and be completely responsible for the results? There is nothing better as a man than to turn up and get a fair shot. You should want as a man to be judged for who you are and what you're capable of. You want to just say, here's who I am, this is what I can do, give me a fair chance. And you want to be the kind of man who says, if I have a fair chance, I'm going to win because I believe I can work harder than everybody else.